Bunting about to take on Chris Dobey. Winner of this one will take on Luke Humphries, who we've just seen average just shy of 99, 4-1-80s, 37% on the doubles. Beats Van Gerwen, who missed a couple of darts to level it up at 5-5, and he was punished. And well, that place in the top four, Chris Mason, we've seen Aspinall fluff his lines, and now Van Gerwen's done the same.
Yeah, and well, that makes that defeat for Aspinall smart even more, doesn't it? He will be kicking himself, because everything really post that would have gone to plan to see him in a much safer position in terms of qualification for finals night. But yeah, it is what it is. It was a funny old game, that one. It felt like Humphries was dominant, but every little mistake he made, he seemed to get punished for it. It reminded me of the Gerwyn Price match last week, and I suppose listen, when you're playing at this level, that's going to happen. But great win for Luke on home soil, although that's not where he resides. But yeah, of course, huge Leeds fan. Interesting the way things are going with regards to football and darts, and where it's being played and what's happening.
Yeah, well, producer Matt pointed this out, didn't he? Because Liverpool week 12, home of the Premier League champions. Birmingham week 13, home of the League One champions. Leeds week 14 is obviously home of the Championship champions. Aberdeen, all right, maybe not as much joy. It doesn't count in Scotland. But in England, we're in Sheffield next week, in 2 weeks, sorry. And Sheffield United in the playoffs, and they lead at Bristol City by 1-0. They converted Harrison Burrows a penalty in injury time first half, which crucially saw Rob Dickey sent off for Bristol City. So it's Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 1. You can listen to that actually on the talkSPORT app. I know you're watching along with us, but it is there should you want to dip in and out in the adverts. Chelsea lead Djurgården by 1-0 there in the UEFA Conference League final for sure. It's actually 3-3 Fiorentina Real Betis on aggregate. Fiorentina lead 2-1 on the night. Athletic Club in front against Manchester United 1-0. It's 3-1 on aggregate to the Reds. Get the feeling that might not be done yet. That's live on talkSPORT right now, and on talkSPORT 2. Still all to play for. Bodo Glimt 0-0 with Tottenham on the night. 3-1 Spurs lead on aggregate. That is on talkSPORT 2.
Just imagine Richie will feel like one after giving a penalty and getting a red card, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd be. Yeah, I get you. Earlier on, Gerwyn Price beat Rob Cross 6-5. Luke Littlesoft, Nathan Aspinall 6-4. Luke Humphries 6-4 winner over Michael Van Gerwen. Brings us to the last of the night. Time desperately running out for Stephen Bunting and Chris Dobey. We could say they're in last chance saloon, and last orders went a few minutes ago, Chris. They are down on their luck at the minute.
Yeah, I think they'd have to win not just tonight, but the following week and possibly the week after that in Aberdeen.
Well, we'll see how they get on. Met in a final in Rotterdam just 3 weeks ago in the Premier League. They've both had a nightly win, so despite their 4 seasons, when they can put it together, they are capable.
All or nothing with them, though, isn't it?
It has been. And the two, if you like, that were picked with Aspinall away from the 5 you maybe would have got. So a big night. They won't want to finish bottom either. That will be on the mind of these two. There is a prize money increase for finishing 7th or 8th, so Chris Dobey makes his way onto the stage.
Last is 60,000, another 5,000 for 7th, another 5,000 for 6th, so 6th spot is 70 grand, 5th spot 75, and if you get to the semi-final, you're on a minimum of 85,000 each.
Yeah. Chris Dobey knows the win will move in level with Rob Cross, so certainly plenty to play for.
Yes, and especially with already losing it. So a real chance to make up ground, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly is. So, Chris Dobey on the stage. Hollywood was a weekly winner back in Rotterdam. He made the opening final of the season in Belfast, but big slim pickings in between for him.
Yeah, he was out of sorts last week, losing 6-3 to Aspinall, and then he went on to play in the Euro Tour and had a disaster there as well. So he needs a lift.
He does.
Time to meet the bullet, Stephen.
There are a few people in the chat. A couple of them fancying Bunting for the win here. I agree. That's where my 10 pence would go. Don't forget, if you are in the chat and you want to get involved, any questions for myself or Mark Wilson, keep them civil and sensible, and we'll endeavour to answer them.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of Bunting fans in there. Your jacket's getting a lot of attention. I'm very impressed with your jacket. I think that's one for the radio, personally, but you put it on tonight.
Hence it. Well, we're nearly on the radio.
Yeah, but everyone can see.
Because you've got the World Series events you'll get invites to, and as you rightly said, stays in fourth, which he's projected to do another crack at the Premier League.
Well, look, we've mentioned this before. Bunting, he might be bottom of the Premier League. He's won the first World Series of Darts event this year. He's won his first European Tour event. He's quietly going about his business, accumulating some more earnings this year. But you can feel the pressure in the air tonight. I think we've seen it already tonight. That first game cross against Price was a little bit edgier than maybe we would have expected. Aspinall, did he crack under pressure? He certainly fluffed his lines, didn't he? And Van Gerwen, hoping to take advantage of Aspinall's slip. He missed darts to level up at 5-5. It's pretty straightforward for these two. It's do or die. All they can do is win as many as they can and see where it takes them. There are no guarantees whatever happens for these two, but I think it is safe to say that whoever loses, their campaign is over for another year.
BFH.
Yeah.
That'll be
well,
that.
It's a bit more than that these days, Chris.
Yeah, the bus isn't that expensive. Hello to a good friend of the show from Rotterdam, FDI. How you doing, mate? Shout out for Phil and Pete smashing the darts in Bristol. Ooh, my old manor. Get stuck in, lads. Might be a cider or two involved.
Quite possibly. Chris Dobey looks a little bit edgy to me tonight. He normally looks quite relaxed, doesn't he, Chris? Look at that. Since the start of April, Bunting has averaged 100.71 in all PDC events. It's insane, isn't it? It's insane. Dobey with a throw. Winner of this one will take on Luke Humphries in our second semi-final. It's night 14 of the Premier League, live from Leeds on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. Please like and subscribe if you're joining in tonight. Spread the word as well on your socials. Get people, let them know we're here. We'll be here as we have been for the previous 13 weeks. We're here for the last 3 as well. Aberdeen, Sheffield and the O2 in London.
Yeah, plenty of people love it. You know when it works when you're walking around the supermarket or down the street. Oh, I was listening or watching on the go. You don't have to miss a dart, do you? For me, it's great in the car. I can just stick it on and listen to it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. We've got the old hashtag darts on the radio. Now we've got hashtag darts on YouTube as well.
Got it all covered, every base.
Every angle.
And the coverage for the World Match Play, which we will be doing alongside yourself, Nico, and Ian Dancer. There'll be a lot more shoulder content. We'll be bringing you exclusives and previews, reviews. So do make sure you subscribe.
We'll start this from Dobey. He's down to double 18. Bunting on 2-1-4. That's what he can muscle up here.
Strong leg from Dobey. 36 after 12.
44. Chris, you've acquired 36. Game shot defense.
Tidy.
Proper leg of darts that, wasn't it? Dobey, the Newcastle man, he got a few boos there. Now he looks at home. Now he's smiling. He's into it now. Maybe that's what he was worried about, what the crowd would do.
Has there been a bit of rivalry over the years, Newcastle and Leeds?
Well, yeah, they're not. Yeah, there's no love lost. Yeah, there's no love lost. But then again, if we're brutally honest, the only people that like Leeds are Leeds, aren't they? In the football world, that you know, they thrive on that. They don't hide away from it, do they? Leeds United.
This is better from Bunting as he fires in the first max of the match. Trails 1-0, but that was a holder throw for Dobey in leg 1. Dobey, 58 followed by a ton, down to 3-4-3. Bunty after that max, 2-6-1, but a stray one finds almost the corner post of the 1. Does find a treble.
Well, that max he got in was all crowded in that top corner, right hand corner of the max bed.
99.
180 Bunting, 343 less than 99, takes him down to 244 for Dobey. And the treble will leave him on tops. Oh, not that kind of treble. Treble 1 is a disaster there, leaves 97.
Takes him down to 104, so on the tail of Bunting, who needs treble 19, which he gets bang in the middle. Tops needed. Wow, a mile away from double tops. Double 10 with his final start. 2 holds a throw. And this race to 6 for a place in the semi-final against Luke Humphries.
Yeah, Price, Littler. Humphries. So the top 3 in the Premier League are all in the semi-finals tonight. Who will join them? It'll be one of the bottom 2. 1-1 here, Dobey looking for a max. Disappointed with that last start. Well, Bunting, the damage done really, wasn't it, in the opening 8 rounds? He didn't win a game, and then he turned up in Berlin and he won the night, beating Gerwyn Price in the final. And it left him a mountain to climb. And whilst he has reached a final since then, week 11 in Rotterdam, where he lost to Dobey. There have been too many first round losses. In fact, Bunting has either reached the final or not got past the first round.
Yeah, very much an all or nothing campaign.
Well, that is a boom or bust, isn't it?
58.
Only 58, so offering up something for Bunting here. Dobey 144, Bunting 244, finds the treble 20 right in the corner, stays there, follows it, and another max. Good stuff from Bunting.
He's averaging over 100 for the last 5-6 weeks.
Dobey down to 44, but it's Bunting 64 for the breaker throw and a 2-1 lead, single 8. Double 18. Interesting, he went 8, 20, double 18. Don't recall him ever doing that before.
No, and he might be made to pay, because double 16 for Dobey will lead 2-1. That's half an inch wide. And that, whilst an adjustment, not quite enough, so 2 darts missed.
And if there has been an Achilles heel in his game of late, it is finishing. Oh my goodness, that's the risk.
Well, Bunting has made an absolute meal of that.
Howler.
Yeah, Dobey then for 2-1, double 16. Yes, top corner. And he leads 2-1. That could well be a crucial leg in this match. And Bunting will be kicking himself, he made such heavy weather of that.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity to put Dobey under pressure. And when you've had the sort of kind of couple of weeks that Dobey's had, you can almost create some negative thoughts by putting your player under pressure and just nicking a leg here and there. You'll be thinking, oh, here we go again. It's happening again.
It is. This is more like it from the bullet.
Well, there's nothing wrong with his 180 scoring, that's for sure, because that's a third. Hit as many legs.
Yeah, he didn't get one in the opening leg, he's hit one every leg after. And once again, Dobey's scoring is a little bit light. So Bunting here is heavily in front, and he's back in the red bit.
The scoring power of Dobey is key to his success, because he often gives himself a fair bit of time on the doubles. At the moment, he's getting out-muscled, but a 180 from Dobey leaves Nico's favourite 6 darts in darts.
Well, he might not get a look here. Bunting on 1-2-1 went treble. Well, he went bull for treble 13, hit treble 6. Well, Dobey left the big fish. Can he haul it in?
The Super 6.
Just the wrong side of the wire.
Both of them. The wire that separates the one in the treble 20, it's literally to the right of that. Finds the treble 20 with dart 3, but it's Bunting on tops. 10s. Finds it. That's been kind to him. That's why I always thought it was unusual he didn't go 16 for tops in the leg before.
Yeah, he made a bit of a mess of that, didn't he, truth be told.
57.
Only 57 for Dobey.
Everything's been holds of throw so far. Now Bunty's getting involved with the treble 1 right in the same spot.
Yeah.
43.
43, a slump of the shoulders as Bunting retrieves his arrows from the dartboard.
93.
He's sort of gesturing to the board, not happy as Dobey. He's finding this heavy weather and we're only 4 legs in. Not punished.
Oh, it's
101 in 6 darts for Bunty.
yeah. Look, this might well go the distance, but not in a thriller type of way, in a scrappy type of way. I think we are seeing the pressure of the league table tonight.
Yeah, I mean last week was disappointing, and that was reflected in the sort of the nightly average. It was only down at just over 95. Consider the night's total average the week before was 100.58.
Yeah, and 99.28 the week before that.
Yeah.
So, well, it's all about winning now. It is all about making sure you're in the hat for the O2 at the end of May. You'll hear that live on talkSPORT and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, of course. 152 for Dobey. Shots on if he wants to take it. Double 16 for a showstopper. Just on the outside wire, but he will be back.
Yeah, annoyingly, another missed dart. Had a double. 2 treble 20s from 183. Don't stay there, Bunty. Don't do it. Treble 13. Nearly. Well, he's left 50 if he gets a go. And he may get a go.
I do. Double 16 for 3-2. Double 16 he hits. We remain on throw. Bunting in the red bit. The start of leg 6. And it's another maximum. 4th of the night.
And he leads that column. 4-1. But trails 3-2. Back comes Dobey. 2 in the lipstick. Make that 3. Oh, this one. Is it just caught fire?
Maybe. No treble for Bunting. 96 scored.
He rescued the situation well with the final dart, treble 19, but Dobey's back in. Oh, both in.
The sponsors are getting another set of gold darts ready.
Whoever come up with that idea and didn't say it's just the first one, I bet you still got your job.
1-4-1 then for a bit of magic in Leeds. Just short of the target. He fancied that as well. Hits the balls. There's 71 left. Well, this is for a break and throw, but Bunting, well, this 160 you feel might have to go here.
One night it was a bit of a jinx it in a 9, wasn't it? Maybe he doesn't want to hit one.
I'm thinking he'd take the 30 grand set of darts.
Yeah, no.
58.
Soften the blow.
Yeah, somewhat. 18 for tops and a 4-2 lead for Chris Dobey.
Super leg. Best leg of the match. By some distance. Ooh. And that, of course, was a break of...
It was.
Break of throw.
83 scored. Race to 6, remember. Winner of this one will take on Luke Humphries in the semi-final. Gerwyn Price, Luke Littler.
100.
Can Dobey, having got himself into the ascendancy, can he see it through?
100.
Down to 320, leading 4-2. Bunty opened the leg with a ton, and he's beginning to get a bit flustered. He put in a blocker, stepped to the right, found the treble, and then pulled dart 3 quite badly. Single 20 for Dobey, adjusts into the 60. Takes the ton off, down to 220. So Bunty needs a 2 treble visit here. Get him down to a finish.
Interesting semi-final coming up between Gerwyn Price and Littler. Price certainly got the better of the recent head-to-heads.
He's one of the few that has a winning record against him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very nearly. Another match for Dobey, which would have left tops. As it is, he's on 80. Bunty 161. Doesn't find the first treble.
Hold a second.
51.
Oh, that wasn't a great visit. Dobey then for 5-2. He's looking at 80. Single 20s. He's got to stay in the single here to lead tops. Does that, climbing the ladder. Tops and open beds. Just over the top.
Yeah, clipped the top wire. Didn't like dart 1. It just picked up. The 110 for Bunty. Treble 20. Doesn't get it. 90 left. Misses the treble 18. For Dobey for 5-2. To go within a leg.
Well, he beat Bunting 6-2 in the final in Rotterdam a few weeks ago. And he's 1 leg away from repeating the dose. He leads 5-2 here. Stephen Bunting may well be looking back at leg 3 when he missed 3 darts to break the throw. Really, from that point on, he's been on the back foot.
Yep, 7 180s in the match, 4 for Bunty, 3 for Dobey. And 60 was the start for Bunting. Music to the ears of Chris Dobey, who does find a treble, doesn't follow, only a ton.
Bunting just can't buy a treble, can he, at the minute? He's lost the weight of throw.
Yeah, it's a bit erratic, isn't it? I think both are going through confidence issues, or maybe belief issues.
92.
12 troubleless visits for Bunty, just the 5 for Dobey.
Yeah, in 7 legs, that's quite a lot, isn't it, for Bunting?
Huge.
Yeah. Rectifies it here with a 2 treble visit.
We've done sets and leg matches at the Worlds for talkSPORT that have not sort of ran into those kind of numbers for an individual player.
They'll be on 308. He's looking for 138, can't find it. 98 though, so he's still in a good position here.
210, Bunty 241, so he's really under it, but does find a treble 20. Doesn't follow, shakes the head. Great last dart, down to 101.
Can Dobey leave from here? 210. No treble yet, and that's an awkward second dart. So 150 left. So Bunting then to get back within 2 needs 101.
Single 20. Has options. Goes for treble 19 and hits it. 2 12s.
89.
Dragged into the single 12. 3 balls.
Go on. Yeah, do it. Do it, Dobey. Went for the 19s.
Do a Whitlock.
Oh, great visit though. Really good visit from Dobey. He leaves himself on double 16.
Just in case. No mistake from Bunty. He does hold. But this is the key leg for Chris Dobey. And starts with a treble 20. So he would love to have filled it. Only 97 in the end. He'd be disappointed.
Break here, and all of a sudden this game is back on. And Bunty's right in the middle of the red bit. Oh, and again. Come on, Stephen. Not quite. Will be above and below. Finally in it.
Yes, somehow found the middle ground for a ton. Down to 304. Leads 5-3. Bunting 361. Treble again. Doesn't follow. Changes the angle and, wow, snatches badly.
Yeah, that wasn't a good last start, was it? But he's slightly in front. Dobey 304, Bunting 276. Dobey looking for a two-treble combo, can't find it.
Yeah, just can't find that visit to give himself a bit of breathing space.
Just below the bottom wire for Bunting. Back in the red bit, and again, nice visit.
Well, after dart one, that was superb because it was just underneath the bottom wire of the treble 20, and he navigated around, and, well, Dobey's now scratching around. 20 and treble 7 and single 19.
Stephen, you require 136.
Last start from Bunting sets up the 136. Can't take it out. Now it's all about leaving it handy. He's got 2 above the wire and 1 in it. He's on double 18 unless Dobey takes out 144 for the match. This would be some way to do it.
Yes, he's kind of finished because he's so good at following the treble 20, and he's done just that. Double 12
for the match. Oh, the width of a wire away for Dobey.
Right, it moved the wire.
Stephen, you require 36.
2 18s for 5-4 and a breaker throw.
Inside double 9, safely outside, massive dart, and Bunting breaks. Well, I said we might be going the distance. It looked like Dobey had it done, but he missed the dart for the match, and now Bunting is trying to level it up.
So Dobey leads 5-4. Bunty has the darts to take us to a decider, but 2 single 20s,
60.
only 60.
Gerwyn Price survived a couple of match darts earlier against Rob Cross and made it through. Bunting's already survived 1 match dart. No trouble between them opening visit. 5-4, Dobey leads. Bunting with a throw.
Well, Littler dodged multiple bullets, didn't he?
140.
He did.
Great 140 for Bunty, taking him down to 301. Dobey, 4-4-2, finds 2 treble 18s on the switch.
Bunting, what can he deliver in the red bit? It's a great last start. He's down no finish, 161.
Yeah, he's grafting hard. There's Bunty. Dobey, 3-1-4. Single, treble, treble. Not on a finish though. So that's giving Bunty 6 at 161.
It is. Can't get the treble with the opening dart. Does with the second. Oh, brilliant. It's treble 19 to leave double 12. Fantastic darts from Bunting.
There was a case for going at the ball with the final dart, but total belief from Bunting
38.
on the attack. 2-12.
This for a level game. To take us all the way. Width of the wire inside. Double 6. Gets it right in the bottom corner. Just the right side of the wire. And it's 5-5. A fist bump between the two. It's actually been a pretty good game, this. 98 averages, 95.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that good, does it? It's funny when you're not sort of constantly focusing on the numbers and more just focused on the match itself. It's a better match than it appears, I just think, because both have been off it when they've been against the darts, with the exception of that 11 dart breaker throw from Dobey in, what was it, leg 6. So 93 for Dobey, down to 408. The response is a ton from Bunting. Single 20, single 20. Runs for cover. Oh, finds trouble for it. He's in a spot of bother here.
Yeah, could be. If Bunting can hit 2 big trebles. And he's in, right in the middle. And again, filling up Bunting. 140, but a healthy advantage.
Yeah, he's stolen the darts. 261. Dobey 356. He's now in the treble. 2 in. Wow.
What a game this is.
What a time.
Big goal over on talkSPORT 2. Tottenham have taken the lead against Bodo Glimt on the night. They lead 4-1 now on aggregate. Surely they're going to the Europa League final. Here, Bunting's on 1-2-1. He's going to get a look at it. Dobey's going to be very handy though here. Dobey leaves tops. Bunting to win it in style needs 121. May only need one treble. And he's got it. So if he hits single 11, he does. Shot the ball for the match for the 1-2-1. He's got it! Bunting reels off 4 on the spin. Dobey cannot believe it.
What Dobey's saying to him, you never ever go that way. He always starts on the ball on 1-2-1. Opts against it, and listen, sometimes you've got to be reactive, you've got to be creative. Dobey, very sporty, and he just sort of clapped and smiled and listen, takes it on the chin. But what a tremendous finish and a real good dramatic game in the end.
It was. Dobey led 5-2 at one point before Bunting reels off the last 4. Dobey had one match start to win it 6-4. He didn't take it, and he is made to pay. And remember that stat, when Bunting wins in the first round, he gets to the final. He has got Luke Humphries to come. What a night of darts we're bringing you here on the Premier League of Darts. And when it comes to the Darts Premier League, the last thing you want is an online mishap throwing you off your game. That's where NordVPN Threat Protection Pro steps up to the hockey. Think of it as your personal referee, keeping dodgy websites, malware and phishing scams from sneaking into your setup. It even blocks those pesky ads so you don't get distracted mid-lane. Go to nordvpn.com/dartsvpn and get 2 years plus 4 months free and a birthday deal. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So we now know the final 4 in Leeds will be Gerwyn Price against Luke Littler, Luke Humphries against Stephen Bunting after the Bullet reels off 4 in a row to beat Chris Dobey by 6 legs to 5.